My parents and my grandparents were either educators or advocated for educational equality for all people. Even though education is not part of a right under our Constitution, I have learned that it is critical for the well-being and health of all. Education in lots of ways is a great equalizer. I learned very quickly as a nurse that one of the most important things I needed to do was to educate people about their health so that they could make informed decisions about where they would go next. That education was my first bug, my first interest in education. That year taught me many things about education. It taught me how hard it was, but it also taught me the joys and the responsibilities that an educator truly has. It was not until I came to UNC Pembroke, however, that I began to realize that education was my true why. So education has been a critical piece for me from all my life. I use it as in my practice, in my research, and most importantly in my teaching here at UNC Pembroke. Beginning of my life, there were total segregation. There were 3 different sets of bathrooms, 3 different sets of water fountains. We could only enter into certain doors. But there was even 3 different school systems. So even though I was raised in the midst of this loving family and community, I always knew that I was less than. The first time I lived outside of the Native community, I was in the 4th grade. My parents moved to a local university town to continue their education. You can imagine my amazement when the 4th grade teacher said one day, "We're going to talk about the Indian problem." I remember thinking, where's the other Indian in this class and what kind of problem is he or she creating? You can imagine my amazement when I realized that they were speaking not only of a person, but of all my people. So yes, racism has been a part of my life. I was bused to an all-white high school for integration. My nursing class at the University of Michigan was 250 students, and there were 3 minorities, 2 blacks and myself. And racism continues today. I hear it almost daily. It's in the language people choose to use. It's the way they look. It's the way they approach you. It's the phrase, "you people," or we don't know how to take care of your kind or this kind. Systemic racism is approached by one in my classes and the work we do here in the Department of Nursing and here at UNC Pembroke. It's by confronting it. Racism doesn't go away if you hide it under the covers. You have to be able to discuss it. Even when we look at the incidence of poverty and how poverty and race interface, we must discuss those so that we understand the context in which people are bringing to the classroom. As a faculty member, I have to be willing to listen. Hopefully, I am quick to listen and slow to speak. My hope for the future lies in the same reasons that I'm an educator, the people. As I look and think about who we are, I realize that we were created beings who had the capacity to change, to love, to embrace, to expand our own horizons, and to move forward together in this world.